Storm Team Weather Center, of course, not dry air we're concerned about tomorrow as much as the rain.
Yeah, Dave?
Yeah, that's right. The first thing we have to worry about is the wind tomorrow. It's going to be incredibly high throughout much of the day before we get the rain and storms in here. So if there are any fires building or developing out there, the wind could make them worse. However, the humidity is going to be coming up, and that would actually help to prevent wildfires from developing. So a couple things to keep in mind there. May not see new fires, but existing ones could be spread because of the wind. And that is what we call gradient winds. They're first here, and that's where we could see 40-mile-per-hour gusts out there during the day before the storms arrive. When they get here this evening, they could produce damaging winds. A low chance for a tornado, but it is possible, along with some heavy rain, some spots 1 to 2 inches of rain, not out of the question. We'll see the warm air coming up from this warm front as it moves in. We'll see a little chilly tomorrow morning when we wake up, but temperatures quickly rise out there with the strong southerly winds coming up from the Gulf. And ready to see some severe weather breaking out in Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings already out for those areas, and they could see some big tornadoes tonight. That eventually will form into a line and head our way. So we'll begin tomorrow morning here, temperatures in the 40s, and then quickly warm up to around 70 at lunchtime, 74 in the afternoon. Not much rain during the day, but look at these winds here, sustained 25 to 35 miles per hour, and some of these gusts could even be higher. By 8 a.m., we could see wind gusts around 20, 30, even 40 miles per hour potentially here. How about 40-mile-per-hour gusts or greater by the afternoon hours? This is all non-thunderstorm winds here, maybe gusting over 50 miles per hour by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then when the storms start coming in, we'll see these winds picking up near 60 miles per hour and continuing here through the eastern part of the state around 9 o'clock. And when they move out, winds will still be gusty, although not as bad, still over 20 miles per hour during the day Wednesday. So a wind advisory is in effect from noon Tuesday to 3 p.m. on Wednesday for those strong winds. So be sure to secure anything you have outdoors that could blow away outside of those thunderstorms, and of course with the storms too. Level 3 enhanced risk here from Shreveport, Jackson, Baton Rouge to Mobile. That is where the greatest threat for tornadoes and significant wind damage will occur. We still have a threat here, mainly wind damage, but still can't rule out a tornado or two as we're in that level 2 slight risk across our area. And one of the factors we're watching for the not as widespread severe weather is dry air coming in up from the Appalachians, building in this wedge typically we see from the east. Deeper moisture is going to take its time getting up here, and if this line moves faster than what the models are showing here, may not have enough time for the deeper moisture to get here. So we'll have a lot of wind shear, so we're definitely going to have a wind damage threat tomorrow, but the tornado threat will be very limited out there with that limited moisture once this moves off to the east of us here during the day. So again, the greater threat's going to be wind, followed by heavy rain, and a low threat for hail and tornadoes. Again, still possible, but just not as widespread. From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. over the western part of the state, I-65 corridor here, we're talking about 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. We'll see those storms, and after 11 o'clock here off to the eastern part of central Alabama. Futurecast, again, will kind of reflect this. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off with some clouds, temperatures in the 40s, but breezy conditions out there. And then by lunchtime in the afternoon, still looking pretty quiet as we get into the middle 70s, but you start seeing a few storms trying to develop here off to our west, likely elevated storms. We'll continue seeing more scattered ones by dinner time. Some could be strong, but really the bigger ones will come in here 7, 8, 9 o'clock. You can see that intense line from Aniana through Birmingham back toward Brent and Alabaster. That'll continue on its track through Gadsden, Anderson area there by 11 p.m. and midnight before clearing out of the state. And then we wake up Wednesday in the 50s, maybe briefly some sunshine before wraparound clouds in the afternoon. Temperatures in the 50s, and may see some sprinkles late Wednesday night here as well. Not sure if we'll actually see any winter precipitation over North Alabama with this, but it'll be cold enough that we could see again some of the cold sprinkles as you get up there on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. So 74 tomorrow, 58 on Wednesdays. Those storms will come to an end in the morning, but windy, still breezy Thursday, warmer Friday. Another round of some scattered storms. We'll have to keep an eye on those on Saturday before the time change Saturday night.